2025 marks the 30th anniversary of Factory 5 racing. For over 3 decades, they've been producing affordable component cars in the heart of Massachusetts. And during that time, their best-selling kit has always been the Mustang-based Shelby Cobra replica. Starting with the Mark I in 1995, it evolved into the Mark IV model by 2010. This was supposed to be the final iteration, one last bite of the apple. But entering the new year, Factory 5 decided it was time to update their lineup with a more modern version, including an improved spaceframe chassis, superior body panels, and even more engine options. They introduced the Factory 5 Racing Mark V. The Mark IV kits all used an authentic ladder frame chassis system. This vintage engineering was true to the original Shelby Cobras, comprised of period-correct 4-inch round tubing. And while this design made for an accurate final product, it was also quite limiting in terms of performance. So Jim Shank, the director of research and development at Factory 5, began to explore the possibility of using a more advanced, modern spaceframe chassis. What he came up with for the Mark V is 4 times stronger than the Mark IV, but only weighs 13% more. It's similar to the Type 65's chassis, which has already been in production for 8 years, demonstrating a known history of performance and reliability. The cockpit floor is now 2.5 inches lower, improving the car's center of gravity. New one-piece door frames are both safer and easier to assemble. The tubular control arms have been exchanged in favor of forged aluminum. While this entire setup is no longer a genuine recreation of the original Shelby Cobra chassis, the perks that are introduced might just be enough for customers to overlook the changes. Among those perks is the increased interior space. Thanks to the new chassis, the Mark V can fit passengers up to 6'5" and 330 pounds. The new pedal box accommodates up to size 14 shoes. Even the trunk floor is lowered, creating more luggage space than ever before. Also upgraded are the new self-canceling turn signals, anchored floor mats, and revised HVAC system. This expansion continues in the engine bay. The Mark V will fit the same range of motors as the Mark IV. That includes options like the Ford Coyote V8, 427 FE Big Block, and the Chevy LS Series crate engines. But in addition to these, the larger Mark V can now fit the Ford Godzilla engine. This 7.3-liter naturally aspirated V8 is typically used in Super Duty trucks like the F250 and F350, which demand an insane 475 pound-feet of torque and 430 horsepower. The oversized stock height of the engine means you'll need to install a Holley short air intake and aftermarket oil pan in order for it to fit in the new chassis. But the motor mount adapters and exhaust headers will be offered by Factory 5 alongside the kit. The recommended transmission is a Tremec TKX 5-speed manual. For the exterior, Factory 5 aimed more at evolution than revolution. The classic Shelby style remains intact with only minor quality updates. The body panels are now shipped out with a new UV-stable dark blue gel coat. This finish is much easier to work with than the old Mark IV red gel coat, resulting in less time spent on bodywork and less money spent at the paint booth. The vintage round headlights are updated to DOT-compliant LEDs. An optional hood scoop is offered in carbon fiber. There are several styles of side pipe exhaust available, and Factory 5 sells their own Halibran-style wheels to finish it off. But by far the biggest innovation on the exterior is the new Mark V hardtop design that can be swapped in just a few minutes. Both the Roadster windscreen and the hardtop roof slot into the same area of the body, with just a few bolts required. It has high visibility quarter windows and Ferrari-inspired venting. The roll bars have been canted 3 degrees rearward, creating a lower and more attractive flowing roofline. While all of these changes improve the performance, the ease of assembly, and the style of the Mark V, Factory 5 still wants to offer a more authentic Cobra replica, and for that reason, they announced that they'll continue to sell the Mark IV alongside the Mark V. The old Mark IV will keep its $20,990 starting price tag, and its authentic vintage ladder frame chassis, while the modern Mark V with the updated space frame performance will set you back $24,990. Plus, the host of available options can easily push that price over 30 grand, and the 7.3-liter Godzilla engine MSRPs at $8,500. So you should expect to spend at least $40,000 to get a completed build on the road. Factory 5 also plans to offer a carbon fiber hardtop model starting in fall 2025, as well as a soft top edition that will release in early 2026. Is it worth sacrificing the vintage authenticity of the Mark IV for the modern convenience of the high-performance Mark V? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and remember to subscribe for future Factory 5 updates. Thanks for watching.